It's time.
Anyone else feel pain
Are we,
from last week?
are we live on the Twitter
We are
machine?
live on the Twitter. The tweet.
Mulligan?
Mollies? Mollies
Molly's all around.
Mollies all around?
Not enough Molly's to
Not
go
a
around.
Breakfast ball? Just, we don't, like, we just move on
It's an all-you-can-eat buffet.
of pure Mollies.
Gosh, where do we even start with that? Ugh.
Well, I could say we were not good Friday. We were poor. Bad. Like real bad. Like, what was your stat? 8 of 9?
Yeah, front nine was real ugly for me. 8 of 9. I didn't even have an opportunity to make a green in regulation on the 8 of the first 9 holes. So, like, not that
I had the bogey of the
missed
day
when it was
on
there,
the
but
front
I
nine.
didn't even have the opportunity. Yes, I mean, that's a perfect point, Ryan.
We starred the bogey of the day.
The only thing I starred on our scorecard was Ryan's bogey of the day. That's how bad the round was. We were looking for, and that was like hole 4,
Yeah.
mind you.
Yeah.
It was
No birdies on anybody's cards.
we couldn't get off the tee. We couldn't get in position.
I had
Lost 1,200 balls.
my only birdie look was from a million miles away. Well, I had a couple more, but my true good
I
birdie
was
look
150
a
out
million
on a par 5 and bogeyed it.
Yeah.
So there's that.
No, I mean, like, we found every way to play bad golf.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would say was fairly decent and consistent is putting all the way around was,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
We just-
ton of great bogey putts.
We just
You're not wrong.
just
Now that
weren't
you
for-
mention
yeah,
it and
you
keep
did.
going to back, think about it. Like you're like, oh, another bogey save, another
15
bogey
footer,
save.
a little bit of a bender for bogey.
for bogey. I'll nail it.
Bottom of the cup.
You're
So,
not-
yeah, that was like the highlight of the round was when our putting is the highlight of the round. That's when you know the round's not
It was
good.
it was really poor. Oh, I need to send that stuff to the marketing team.
And
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
That video.
Do you have to?
To
I
be
thought
fair,
we were
we
kind of
only did our first swings, and mine looked like, hey boys, mine was good. It was all downhill from there, legit downhill.
Yeah, yours
from there.
was. Yeah.
That's it. That's all there was.
my first swing, not good. Second swing, still not really that good.
I mean, I played from the edge of the pond on 1.
You bogeyed it. You bogeyed that hole.
Hey, it was
Did.
alive. It stayed alive.
I did.
Yeah, I mean-
bogey it.
So yeah, not having a lot to say.
I mean, I'm not even going to humble brag about winning our overall competition.
I mean, you definitely did, but
I mean, how could you?
It's just, ugh. Somebody had to win.
it wasn't going to be me.
You limped in
The
real hard.
the back was bad. There was
That was my saving grace.
What
is I
hole-
turned it around on the back.
Yeah, yeah. I held
it was
fairly steady.
It
in the
was
back.
legit. Hole 10, I fell apart.
Yeah, I got away
Like-
from you real quick.
I couldn't get the ball off the ground.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, it
not
was
sure who stumbled worse, though. Nick after the
Oh my lord!
Par 3.
after
par
a-
3?
was it 11? 12. 12.
12.
Nick after 12 or Ryan on the back 9 was because Nick was kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah, I would say it was Nick because after that it was downhill.
Right.
He was there all day,
Yeah.
mostly. Like his back 9 was worse, but he still wasn't in
Right.
form.
No.
Nick was
Fairways and greens.
fairways and greens and,
Pars.
and making putts, and then all of a sudden he had to go Billy Goat it on the side of a hill for. Still think he miscount those shots, but he yeah.
No, I think we got them all.
I
I think we recounted.
it wasn't good. I don't know
No.
what he was thinking.
Although you couldn't tell the difference between a practice swing and a real swing on that hill, so Lord only knows.
That was bad.
Oh,
But we do appreciate Nick filling in as a fourth for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely. So,
he's probably still sore today,
thanks to TCI. Absolutely.
No more range balls. No more range balls, right?
No
Right
more
call?
going on the range?
though. That is not my form to hit range balls, and then to hit them well is just doomsday.
Yeah, clearly,
Like,
as evidence
It's
shows,
like when you warm
as
up,
the record shows.
and specifically in basketball, I always hated having good warm ups. It just meant that there was a shitty game coming.
I'm trying to think.
You do not want to make all of your shots in warm-ups.
That's what's nice about football. There is no good warm-up. Like, it doesn't matter.
right.
You're not doing anything
unless
to
you're
be
a
good.
quarterback and like every single ball, your timing's right. Like you're,
Right.
you know,
But even then, like
Even
you're
a
not
warm-
going
those
full
aren't-
speed
Right.
in game speed, so it's not an expectation thing.
Right.
Whereas like basketball warm-ups, you at least try to break a sweat and like you're trying to make shots and stuff like that. And then, yeah, football is just, I mean, you're kind of tossing out 50% fade routes. You're running walk-through stuff. Really, I mean, the only thing that you're concerned about is if for some reason the center quarterback exchange is not going well, then there's a concern. So like,
Right.
besides that, everything else is just like, meh, whatever. Golf, yeah, like your range session should actually be pretty similar to like, hey, this is how I want to hit my 8-iron
Yeah,
today, and
right.
this is how I want to hit my driver.
And you get out
that's
there and it's
exactly
not.
what I did, and then I was just like,
No, it was bad. That's what I
Yeah.
said. We'll show you a
did.
little first tee. We didn't film the rest.
No.
we had a plan, and that plan quickly,
deteriorated.
It was.
I would say just like evaporated more than it was just.
Morale was not allowing us to grab a phone and shoot a golf shot, and that meant nobody wanted to shoot anyone else's golf shot because
It
they
was-
knew they would be next, and nobody was willing to be. Oh yeah, thanks. After I shoot you hitting a shitty shot, then you're gonna shoot me
hitting
a
a
shitty
shitty shot, and then we're just gonna keep hitting
continue.
shitty shots, which we did, just not on film. So we'll make sure next round to film better.
No, we won't. No promises
and
here.
Play better.
Play better. Lord, I hope so.
But if
I play worse than that, I might just hang the clubs up for the rest of the year.
all I know
That's
is
like-
I
that's
shot under
fair.
100, and that was my goal.
Slid in.
that was-
Slid under.
That was my getting through it. That was like,
Right.
okay, just don't shoot 100. Just don't do it. I didn't.
We were
You were low man at what?
89, which my goal was shoot under 90 after the front 9.
Yeah. We're talking about after the front nine. Going into
yeah.
it, we were like, oh, 80s. Yeah.
Right.
No, that quickly
So it
changed.
was 89,
that's like-
99, and Ryan ruined it.
Yeah.
He only shot 108. I mean, it's like one more stroke was going to matter.
Did we just give it to him? Just use
For
1
sure,
to 109?
You know, like,
Yeah,
that first ball off the tee, you know, just count it instead.
exactly. That was just miserable.
So, but that's how we shot. That's how we played.
TCI won, and I don't even know. I can't even blame the course. Like it's not even.
No.
The only thing,
the
the
course
only
wasn't-
thing that we can blame the course on, and we talked about it, the course was designed in a way where you're using driver, whatever, right off that first tee, and when they changed 10 and 1, they changed it back 9 and the front 9 completely. It throws like the course off for sure.
Oh, absolutely. But
That's. I'm not saying that that's like a legit
sure as
thing.
hell can't blame the weather, which is super disappointing.
Which was like,
Or we can
perfect?
because it was too nice, and
It
were-
was too
we were
nice for me.
distracted by the niceness of the weather.
too early in the morning. Is there anything? No, there's not. It was purely our play. We were
Yes.
trash, and so here we are.
Here we
Which
Which are
technically the tournament started before we did, so I think it's the tournament's fault.
Yeah.
But overall theme of the week is we got our asses handed to us by the game of golf.
we sucked.
Well, really bad, like real bad.
Yeah.
I think the only thing we did good was, well, I had a good fade, and Ryan got a top 40.
And your Black Stallion at plus 5,000 finishing 7th is solid.
That's solid. But outside of that,
All of us making the cut with our outright winners, that doesn't happen very often, honestly. So
Well, I mean, we made the cut without all of those, but what happened to our one and dones? The exact opposite.
yeah.
So let's just go. Let's start with there. Let's just start there.
With our one and dones,
Just from bad to bad. I like
Just go bad to bad.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 negatives make a positive at some point,
Yes,
right?
exactly. Sure.
that was kind of a good, good little drum roll for us.
Oh, truly.
I'm back on the wildberry train, baby.
There's still coffee ones in there that we haven't grabbed.
Oh, Blue Kinky, I'm trying to knock your mic off. Watch out.
Watch out.
Kinky Blue.
Kinky Blue. Well,
A cool blue fusion of wild berries and mango.
Abraham Answer, you missed a cut. You jackass.
Willie Z, playing in Texas, disappointing all of your friends and family.
And Cole told me
Hope
he
you're
hated
happy
my
about it.
pick. 3/4 of the way into the podcast, Cole told me he hated my pick anyways, and he missed the cut anyway. So thanks,
Man.
Justin Rose.
Yes.
3 missed cuts, boys. Welcome.
Yep.
Just disappointing.
That was kinky.
Just disappointing. Outright winners. Homa. Oh, I mean, T23. I mean, is what it
Doing
is.
what he's done all year.
Cashed out.
No,
playing
cashed out.
solid golf.
Just cashed out.
It's just
Morikawa.
just making money.
Morikawa, top 40.
Yeah.
Anything you have to say about that,
He's
really?
not playing. He's
just playing.
around the greens and stuff. He's just not making.
Right.
He's not scoring.
Yeah, he's not scoring.
And-
Correct.
So
And I was Sung Jae just because he was rested.
There's none down there.
it's a magic trick.
I went with Sung Jae just because he's rested.
That should
T50.
have been last week.
Oh, I'm so kinky this week. Kinky.
M.
Reach
T15.
out.
Solid.
I'll do you.
I'll do you. You know what? I am excited that Mito played so well.
Yeah.
For him in his, his team and everything to come back and then go T7.
Yeah, like, that's huge. You see a lot of that of like you play a great however many holes, you lose in a playoff, it's devastating, and then they kind of just taper for the next couple of weeks. But I think that might be one of the telltale signs. Like you can't let your foot off the gas pedal between, then and the U.S. Open because there's not enough time.
Yeah.
There's not enough time to just, let's take a rest,
this
let's
thing
take a
out.
couple
Right.
weeks and figure this. No, you don't. You just got to play golf.
No, I mean,
Absolutely.
I think Mito finishing the way he did, I think just tells us more about how he's played this year. I mean, the guy has been solid.
Good.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of just one of those things where, okay, is that swing on Sunday at a major going to set him back to years past,
Right.
or is he going to prevail and continue to play really good golf?
And he did.
He prevailed and played really good
He
golf.
absolutely
So
did.
I think that just says a lot more about where his game's at, where his mental capacity's at.
Yeah.
And the guy came out and answered questions just like we talked about last
Right.
week. So, like, more than prepared to just go out and hit the next golf shot.
He's a young. That's the thing. Like he's a young dude. He's doing this all at 27 years old. I think is what
Right.
he is, and just like, all right,
And-
I'm just gonna take the punches on the chin, and I'm just gonna step right back up.
Mm-hmm. And there was nobody ready probably to step on number one tee more than him
Oh, man.
this week on
Yeah.
Thursday
Absolutely.
morning or whenever it was that he teed
Just
off.
rewrite the
Just
script a little bit is
as far
probably
as
what he's
just let me
thinking.
get
You
out
know?
there. I have no idea what he did off of number.
One.
I would like to see that golf shot, just like to see him stripe 320 down the middle. I don't know if he did that or not, but that would have been very
So is that like
rewarding.
what we're going to do
Yeah.
on our next round? Is that
We
are we
hope
all
to-
going to walk up and go,
We hope to be Mito. We hope to be Mito. We definitely took some swings that were Mito on
Mito-esque?
18-esque.
Mito 18-esque?
Mm-hmm. We even talked about that while we were
We
on
did.
the course.
We did. We did.
So,
And- but we didn't have a lead in major. We didn't have a lead.
no, we
We weren't under.
we
close
weren't
to it.
getting money if we won the round
Yeah.
or anything.
No,
Yeah.
we were just playing.
just self-inflicted.
Yeah. Four.
Oh,
Top 40s? Stewart, you dog.
He only missed the cut. Did he miss the cut by like one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two. I think the cut.
Was
ended
Kiz
up
close too?
yeah, one or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Knox had it. I mean, Cole's boycotting him, but old Russell Knox
All
coming in with the
Russells.
T15.
Not just Knox, all Russells.
All Russells.
All
Henley,
Russells.
Knox.
Yep.
You guys are just on a shit list. Good 125. I mean, I think looking at Cole's pick of Lucas Glover, though, back up to back stallion at 16,000, I'd be very, very curious to see. He'd probably be like plus 250, plus 300 to make a top 40.
Right.
So that would have
He
been,
would've been
that could have been a good thing there if somebody's like,
Right.
you know what, that's just too long of odds for me to pick somebody to win. Let me break it down and
Right.
get
and
some
those
really
two
good
should
odds in a
definitely
top,
be-
I'll look up plus 16,000 just to give us a
just,
reference.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like even Pereira at plus 5,000 as a top 40, the way that he's playing is plus money.
Good value.
Oh, for sure.
So, I mean, I think any time that we're not just picking the lowest odd end Black Stallion, that definitely can takes consideration for a top 40 pick.
Oh,
because their odds are always going to be in that 200 range based on most of the guys that we're selecting.
I think right at 5,000-ish, 4,800 is right where that plus hits.
Lanto Griffin was 15 plus 15,000. He's plus 185. And then I think it was Mackenzie Hughes was plus 18,000. He's at plus 200. So
gotcha. So right in that range.
180 plus 180 is where a 16,000 would lay.
Still a very profitable play if somebody wants to throw some cash on that. So that's I mean if seeing those hit into that top 40, like that's
right.
It's good
That's the thing. You're probably not throwing a ton on a plus 16,000 anyway. So if it's $2 or $5 or whatever it is, like you might as well throw $2 or $5 on the top 40. You know,
that same guy.
You're going to make your money back at least if you hit the top 40.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if you happen to hit the big one, you hit the big one type of thing. So definitely worth.
Happen to hit the big one, you hit both of them. So
right.
Yeah, absolutely. And then last one, player to fade. JT.
I'll let your boy.
Second to miscut, huh?
Oh,
just went home and cuddled with his trophy.
Sure did. Sure did.
Oh, miscut.
Wasn't going back to back. I told you.
But this trophy doesn't.
No, told you. He wasn't going back to back.
He just like
$2.16 million I won the week.
Just didn't even want to play.
I'm a little bit surprised in the miscut.
Especially because he had the highest miscut streak going, 21, I think it was.
It almost seemed like he just didn't want to play it, but didn't back out.
I don't know what the number is. Ryan's going to pull it up here for me while I stall for him. But JT was number one going in, but Tiger's all-time cuts made in a row
is 20 times it or some stupid number.
Absurd.
142 straight made cuts.
Right.
And what was JT at?
21.
Oh,
that is.
I mean, it's years of made cuts.
But that's what we just talked about, though. It was, you know, Rahm at week 30 something of his, you know, streak of being on world number one, and Tiger's was like 7 years or something like that.
Could you imagine being that good for that long at anything? I just want my golf swing to be where it is when I'm shooting 80s for that long.
Well, and a lot of the questions. So Charles Barkley was on Dan Patrick's show today, and this was unrelated to golf, but related to sports in general these days, was the willingness and work ethic of players today at that level to be of wanting to be great. And that, like, just players today don't want to be great, and mostly money related. So I think the discussion was on Zion. Like, is Zion willing to lose the weight to stay healthy to be great in the NBA? And it's like, so JT doesn't think, I mean, he's best friends with Tiger, but like, he didn't care if he missed a cut. Like, missing a cut to Tiger was like razor blades.
Yep.
And like, no player, I mean, like Scheffler this year has already made more money than Tiger made in any of his years that he won 10, 12, however many tournaments he won. So, like, the money is just so big that, you know, and, you know, we go back to mental health and we go back to taking care of yourself and stuff like that. And it's like, there's so many things that, like, pushing through mental health issues, pushing through physical limitations are the only reason that these records stand. So there's a fine line between, are we ever going to see the greatness that we've seen in the past, and are we taking care of ourselves like we should be when it comes to these professional athletes? And I think it's it's not really something that we planned on talking about, but like, I'd just be interested, like, what's your guys' take on that? Because I hadn't really thought about that until I was listening to Charles this morning. I was just like, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, none of those guys are going to get to that level because of those reasons, I don't think.
Yeah, and I would believe, if we're using Tiger and sticking with golf, which we use Tiger a lot, but
he's kind of
it's also
catalyst.
What era were they raised into?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now we do have, obviously there's more money involved. We do have all the mental health stuff. We do have ways to deal with things and make money in different ways, and be still involved with golf, but I don't have to win 10 tournaments, right? Back then, for Tiger specifically, with his dad, being a vet and just a Green Beret and pounding that into him in that world where being a black athlete was still not around. Like, he had so many things that he had to attack mentally that when you come out of that, he only knew that way. Like, there's no way he could revert to being a JT and being okay with the cut.
Well, right.
Like, there's just no way. So I think a lot of it holds a lot of weight there. But also, there's just, look at these athletes, even a LeBron, they don't have this killer instinct that the all-time greats had. And whether that is money related, I don't think it's as money related. I just think it's kind of just what happens. I think it's more of a cyclical
Right.
because
Cyclical.
you don't usually have all-time greats decade after decade after decade. You just don't.
Right.
They come in eras, and I think we're just in more of that era lull with really good athletes, but not one who's just, above and beyond.
Yeah, because there's way more really good
Oh,
athletes.
absolutely.
And I think a lot of that goes
100%.
to the resources and stuff like that that are available.
Which also goes into the reason there's not
the level of athleticism and skills and stuff. Like, you could look at guys, Spieth, like these JT, Hovland, any of those guys, they have the same tools. It's just maybe they don't have, just like you said, that mindset, that killer instinct. LeBron James, if we go to basketball, I don't know how much of a debate there is if he truly had a killer instinct, because he's so big, he's so athletic. Right. I don't know who stops the guy.
Right.
And I don't know anything about I don't know a ton about basketball, but I know if a guy's that big, that athletic, and he's going up against these guys at the same position that are,
if he wants
inches shorter and less athletic.
If you truly want it, you're going to get it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that mental capacity is a big thing. I think, just like, so it's a different era and it's a different upbringing. And
is it better for sports?
One sport.
No.
I personally like the grit, the tough nose, the mental, like chasing greatness, that kind of stuff. For me,
is it better for
anything
the
anything
of
that
the
I
sport? No. Is it better for the
sport
from youth to? Yeah, I would argue yes. The problem is if I look at youth sports, they've gotten worse. Where, from a mental health perspective, from a what are we doing for our youth, it's gotten worse. Whereas the top end has probably gotten a little bit healthier and a little bit more like, okay, let's make sure that we're taking
probably where money
like,
comes in to show a lot.
But that's my issue, is that, like, if that's not helping this, then no, what I'm paying for entertainment is worse. So, yeah, I mean that, and I don't think it's close, because we're taking nights off in baseball and basketball, and we're taking games off in football, and people can't get
I do
hit,
think
people it all comes down to entertainment. Yes, there's a health stuff behind that, but yeah, I wanted to see someone get smashed going across the middle. Absolutely. I want to see a quarterback get blindsided. I played quarterback. I want to see all of those things. Those are all entertaining things that we don't get to see anymore.
And I don't know any of those athletes who are the opposite in that thinking.
Right.
Every athlete says the same thing, but the athletes aren't the ones that actually dictate that.
Right.
And I think that's the bigger issue. But if you ask me, does the way the game's going now, specifically golf, basically, of having more talent across the board as opposed to one or two greats, it's growing the game of golf.
Absolutely.
And it's getting more people involved. That's fantastic. The rules and the development from top to youth, that's a different topic.
And golf is, I think, different than the other sports simply because I think more people are being pushed towards a non-contact sport.
Because of all the other...
And that's why you're seeing way more athletes in the game of golf than you've seen across the board. These would have never been golfers.
No.
They would have been baseball players. They would have been football players, basketball players, lacrosse, rugby, wrestling. I mean, any of those. And then, oh, hey, I can swing a golf club really fast.
And I don't have to get hit.
I come from a fairly affluent background. Right. And, I mean, that's not lost on... Yeah, like, I mean, golf is definitely a mean sport, and hopefully that's changing as well. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, that's call a spade here. Like, these kids are being raised as 5, 6, 7, 8-year-olds to be golfers.
Yeah.
And we hadn't seen that. You know, Tiger was probably the beginning of that when we started seeing him on TV with his dad. But his dad was also someone who sat up for 12 hours a day with him practicing and instilling that work ethic. So now it's, you know, just in that transition. But the top 3 golfers at the NCAA tournament this weekend went to a playoff, maybe even 4. Ball speeds were all 185 to 195. And so, like, it's not getting worse.
No.
Like, that whole trend is only going to continue. So, I mean, we're in it for the long haul as far as, you know, golf can do what they want with their rules and stuff. But I think we've seen in these tournaments that matter, and when the elements change, when these guys get uncomfortable, the golf gets uncomfortable. The golf was uncomfortable Sunday afternoon for these golfers.
Sure
the
was.
best in the world.
Sure was.
Scotty Scheffler was uncomfortable over almost every golf shot he hit and cost him a tournament. But that, I mean, no length, speed, athleticism is going to change, you know, outguessing Mother Nature. So
You're not wrong.
that's
Although I would love to see the stat or maybe, you know, figure this out. But if you just played, if you just played, like you just picked club and you just played.
right, but there's too much on the line to say that, you know what, I just went out there and just played. Like, because like that would be like a John Daly quote.
Absolutely
What'd
would.
you do
And look
today?
at his
Just played,
career.
and then I went to Hooters.
And I had
you know?
21 Dr.
Yeah,
Peppers or whatever the hell it is. Diet Cokes.
Knocked down some.
Oh, man.
So
All right. So we
hit our side bets then.
side bet it up.
Gosh.
So the over-under at 10.5 ended up at 9 under. Stoy was the only one that took the under on that one, so Cole and I will both indulge in another shitty shot.
You can't even feel good about that. I know.
I
There's
did-
like you can only feel good about that like you feel good about shooting under 100.
Yeah.
That's the only
Right?
like
Yeah.
it's the
Exactly.
same.
Exactly it.
Because we're taking them and you're not. That's what's that one?
The coffee
The
that's
coffee.
spilled on the Truly.
Coffee
What-
that's spilled on the
What
Truly. Yeah, truly.
flavor?
Truly pineapple mango.
With a hint of coffee.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Fair enough.
So far I've had blue cocoa fusion of wild berries and mango,
Didn't even finish that one.
cherry pineapple orange, and now pineapple mango.
That's enough sugar for the day.
Oh, he'll have one more though. So
Yep. He absolutely will with me.
yeah.
It's coming up.
I just want you guys to click on the overall standings and look at the shot count now.
Wow. Cole
You just had a
took
big
the
week.
lead.
Well,
Should've-
yeah, I'm gonna have 4 this week.
That's why, because you
The
should.
fact that you're even in the conversation's embarrassing. You were at 0 at
Like
Ryan
weeks.
and I were in double.
The
Ryan
side
and I
bets.
were in double
We
digits
talked
at
about
one
this.
point, and you were at 0.
It's the damn side bets.
Well, stop side betting or be better at it.
I would love to see the stat without side bets. You should split it. I would love to see
we
what
don't
my
want to
like
be
ratio
that
is.
demoralizing
Like
to you. how
2
Well,
terrible
Cole's
you
had
are.
2
2
side
to
bet
11?
shots like
Yeah,
every
it is
single
2
week.
side bets as well.
Well, yeah.
Problem is, I keep going against Brian. I think.
Well,
this week I didn't. Also,
You did on the
Scheffler-
bottom.
Scheffler was at 11 under to start the day on Sunday,
That's 2 weeks in a row. By the way, that
and therefore
has happened.
had to go negative
And I'm on the winning side.
on Sunday, and
Yeah.
then I don't know, whatever.
Didn't?
Spieth? I don't even know.
Yeah, I
Do you guys not have shitty shots for me winning? Ugh, whatever. Cheers, Ryan.
it's cute. It's good stuff.
I like this stuff a lot.
I kind of want to do the coffee one.
I just
I could really
I
use that
enjoy
for
this
a
one.
Change up at this point.
Well,
And then Spieth, top 10. You guys said he would finish outside the top 10. I said he would finish inside, and he ended up 7th.
T7, by the way. T7 with 6 dudes because it was T15 is next. 13. It doesn't matter.
That's just another bad beat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I told you this week's just bad beats.
Cherry, citrus,
Red, white, and berry?
sweet blueberry.
It's good.
Yeah,
Blue raspberry.
99 peaches.
Yeah, like
You need a break,
no.
like from
like,
taking
no.
Just feel like Scott Van Pelt right now. Bad beats.
bad beats. At least you didn't pregame this week.
That's fine.
That's fine. Surprised you poured yourself a glass.
Wasn't full.
It was knowingly not full.
Didn't want to be hung chung on a Wednesday again.
He still might be. Days young. Do you have to watch kids tonight?
That's also why I was eating corn nuts before we went on. Had to have a soaker.
Oh.
So wait, so Cole wins 1-0 this weekend on Friday? I'm just asking.
I don't. We never really decided. We just decided that. I mean, I'll take it.
We
You know what?
we decided
I can
that
take a shitty
if-
shot.
We decided that
I think we decided I take a shitty shot or you drink a full glass of bubble.
Okay.
I honestly, truly think that's what it was.
Yeah. What did we do here? Did we do shitty shots on these?
What is
Kinky
I
fruit
don't-
punch.
what
Like we did a +3. You gave me 3 shots per side, and then we did that. Was that for shitty shots?
That's what I
That's
was
what you
trying
envisioned?
to figure out.
I don't remember.
Because this,
I think so.
if we said that if Ryan won, we would drink
Absolutely.
full glasses of
Right.
bamboo.
But I think that was straight up.
Right, but then that's why we went down and did.
One off seas. But why would we double it up? Like why would we do? Why would I
'cause
take a bet that does +3 ++3? Like why would I take 2 bets for the same bet? You know what I mean?
I don't know what this means.
I think I'm plus. I
You gave him 3 strokes aside. He
and I
gave
give
me 3
fi-
strokes aside.
Where's the 5?
Cole gave me 5.
Oh,
Each side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was in striking distance after the first.
Yeah, I
Nine.
was extremely concerned. I was drinking a full glass of bamboo after the front.
yeah. How do you think I felt? I couldn't turn the game
fact
around.
That's what I needed for motivation was.
Yikes.
I was extremely happy that I shot within 5 strokes, and I shot
Terrible.
I actually, if I would have played regular form golf, would have just straight up probably beat you on that front 9 if you played like that.
Absolutely. I would have anticipated if I would have said, "Hey, I'm going to go out and shoot a 47." I'm like, "Well, I'm not going to win." Like straight up, I'm not going to win.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be bad.
If I went out and said that on the front 9 at TCI, because that's a tougher course, I would have said I'm probably within striking distance right now.
To be fair, 4 or 5 shots, you technically were. With
Right.
his form.
Yes, but then I had my form.
You have to have your own form.
Yeah.
We were not in form.
Right.
Not in form.
There was no form.
All right, well, this one.
So we're all just feeling away from the coffee one then, huh?
No, I perfectly fine having.
Well, the odds are in the favor of the next shitty shot, by the way.
That's fine.
This is the fruit punch one. Haven't you had this a couple times?
Today?
If I don't have a kinky contract by the end of next week, I'm gonna
Right?
Yes.
I'm going to be pissed.
All right.
Do we have
that one
any,
is really good.
do we have any
it's not
NFL,
bad.
any news,
I don't know
NFL
the
news?
Kinkies. I think the Kinkies are
This one is by far the best one that I've had.
NFL.
I don't think I've had that one.
I don't
NFL
know.
anyway?
No, I have nothing in
I mean, the only news I have is I'll be in Hawaii for the next 2 episodes. So I'm either going to call in and just do my picks
You've been to Hawaii before?
or do a video or 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
We go every year.
No, that's one. Yeah. So like this is you guys got the the lay of the land.
Yeah. We got a routine.
Cole,
We know
where's
what to do.
what rounds are you gonna play this week? What are you thinking?
Tomorrow I'll be playing at Beaver Creek for the Ronald McDonald House charities,
Okay.
and then Friday looks like I'll be back for revenge at TCI for my uncle's birthday.
There we go.
Whose revenge?
my revenge.
Your revenge
on the course.
on TCI.
Yes.
What
Would
would
you
constitute a
please
revenge?
would you please get revenge for all of us?
An 82? Like what
Yeah,
constitutes?
I would be fine with that.
Okay.
I would say 84 under is revengeable, but I would feel really good with anything in the 70s because I played well enough on the back nine to shoot 38 or 39, which would just mean mirroring that. So, yeah, 81 and below, we'll call it.
Are we side betting this?
Revenge. 81 to 85 would be okay. The course doesn't have my number.
How about
And
this?
then
No.
Anything
I
above
want this.
85 would be me taking a shot.
I want this because you're playing for us. Because I can't be there.
Mhm.
You could actually technically be there probably,
I think I might be playing Waveland Friday.
but you're Waveland, so you're the only
Yeah.
one getting revenge.
Mhm.
Set the number. You hit it, no shitty shot. You don't.
We all take it.
You don't get revenge, then all shitty shot, and our next round has to go
Either
back
that
to
or you
TCI.
guys can bet on me.
I mean, we might. I mean, we could still do that.
I'm just saying, like, or do we, like, if I fall within a certain category and you guys can bet what category you would like to bet.
I was looking more for a team thing, but hey, you want to be individual.
Golf's an individual.
Quarterbacks.
Golf's an individual sport.
Yeah, well, we said you need to get revenge for us.
Right.
Does that sound like an
I
individual
just don't
sport?
really feel like playing for you guys.
Oh, you don't want
to be
to.
honest.
You don't want that pressure.
It's not even pressure.
Oh,
it's
it's
just
pressure.
like
Are you going to play at all in Hawaii?
I would rather play to
I think
beat
we
you.
might. We might.
Okay.
I don't know where yet.
So Cole, set your number.
So I'll just set a number.
Set your number.
Set a number.
We'll set it at 83 and a half or 84 and a half.
3.5.
83 and a half?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's 40, basically 41, 42. And I shot 42 on the back with a quad. So it should not be any worse than that.
Right.
So therefore, yeah, I like that. 83 and a half.
Okay. I'll take the under on that.
Okay.
Like, I think you're going to go under that solely for the fact that towards the end, just like you talked about, your drives started to get better. You could not get off the tee.
No, it's simply the tee box.
It was the tee box.
My
And that,
second shots
you'll-
were. It didn't matter what club.
I mean, we played in 40-mile-an-hour winds, and you got off the tee light years better.
Perfectly fine.
Exactly. So
Yep.
I'm saying under.
Yeah. I had the old tee box.
Cole?
Oh, I'm definitely taking myself in the under.
I'm also taking under. So,
Okay, so
like
it's
I
a
said,
team-
at the end of the day,
team
it's the same
event.
goddamn thing.
That's a goon lock.
Gula. Hold up. We haven't done that in a long
That is a
time.
long time.
Also-
And usually
Also-
our record's not good. Well, here comes another 87 or 89 or whatever the hell it was.
You know what? The gin's gonna love it then.
That's what I need to figure out. I need to really look at. I think I need to look at the last time I played Waveland and see what I shot there.
You know, if you kept track on your GIN score
I actually
app,
think I have it.
you'd
on-
be able to.
So I do keep score. It's just not on the app. It's on a different app.
Not the official app.
Not the app.
Well, the one that
It's
I
not
keep
the app.
Just the app.
the one that I keep score on is the one that I get like my GPS and everything from.
You also get GPS on GIN.
Not on this one.
This one, it's the same app.
Yeah, no.
We all have the same app. I'm confused. I don't use the GPS on it, but whatever.
Man, I really don't feel like betting on Ryan's golf game.
You think? At Waveland?
Anywhere.
90. 90. 90.
90. We have to have a hook.
90 and a half.
90 and a half. Do I break 90? That's the thing. Do I break 90 or not? If I don't,
So it's 89.
so 89 and a half.
Is this a
89
team?
and a half.
Is this a team event?
Well, we have a chance to do.
Wait,
We
I
have
don't
a chance
know.
to go
I lied.
over.
It might be a best ball thing, so I don't think we can do that.
Okay, never mind.
No,
Good.
we can't do
It's
that.
off the table.
It's for the best.
I feel so much better about life. All right.
Pussies.
We're on to the memorial. Set the bet. We all can say a bet. Say a bet.
Well, he doesn't have a bet.
Call it out.
If he's playing best ball,
So
yeah, I can't do it.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
I'm not betting on you playing against your wife in Hawaii.
I won't be playing. I'll be by myself.
Right.
It'll be just me and the boys.
I'm not betting
Nice and
on,
relaxed.
I'm not betting on vacation golf. Let's put it that way.
I'll probably shoot a 76 or something.
Well,
just
you better
relax.
Come
and
back
nothing.
reporting a low score.
Oh, I will always come back reporting a
real
low
good.
score.
76.
You
How many
guys should
holes?
see. I'll
None of
have
your
her
damn
film.
business how
I'll
many
have her
holes
film
I
a
play.
couple shots.
Right.
You know, only the good ones.
Oh,
All right, Memorial.
3.5.
Murfield, 83.5.
Is that
First
just-
side bet.
Does that sound like daunting to you right now? Is that
No,
why
it's
you
because
just
we goon
sighed?
locked. Because we goon locked.
It's
It's a goon lock.
100%.
Fair enough.
As it should be. Maybe this breaks the curse.
That's fair.
This is it.
I can
It's
do
all
it.
on you.
I can do it.
The entire Goon Squad is up to you for the rest of our lives.
I just want everyone to know that if I don't shoot better than 83.5, it has nothing to do with the pressure from you guys to shoot.
It's
better
actually
than
a tough,
6.5.
it's a tough course.
So
No,
says
it's-
the guy that is going to get a call
That's fine.
around your 9th hole to be like, where you
Hey,
at?
what's going on?
Where you at?
What?
If only there was an app for that.
You know, maybe they'll be starting on the back that day.
Oh, well then,
Golden,
what are we, 76?
probably
76
74
and a half?
You know, might just go shoot under par, best round of my life, just for fun.
Just for fun. That would be revenge.
Huh.
That'd be true revenge.
I do like snow angels on the 18th green or something.
I just don't
Where'd the
like
snow
that
come
there's.
from?
I just don't like that there is a perfectly wasted hut between 18 and 1.
Mm-hmm. Just there for
Wait, don't they open it though still?
no. I mean,
Oh, for probably for tournaments.
for tournaments,
Because I've seen it open.
right?
But
But no, yeah, not for daily use like it was intended.
I bet that thing has good roller dogs. That was my problem.
I don't know. I never got a roller dog from there.
That was my
Just
problem
chips
though.
and a drink.
for
I
everyone's
asked you,
it'll
and
be
you're like, "Oh, I'm not really hungry."
it'll be 77
I
and
know I messed up.
77 degrees
That's
with
on
5
you.
to 10 miles on wind. Yeah, you screwed it up. You said earlier, every turn.
Yeah.
That's why.
No,
That's
That's
why I
why
shot
your
a
back nine was awful.
specifically- I specifically
He did
said
ask.
no hot dog, and he goes, it's not lunchtime or something like that. And I was like,
It
really?
wasn't. It actually wasn't lunchtime, but guys, listeners, I messed
But I played
up.
well on the back, so and that was at the turn.
I played
But it's
better.
His fault.
He went opposite. Just
that
saying. It was your own fault.
It's because I didn't get my protein in.
all your
My
own-
mystery meat
you're
protein.
to make up, you have to go dog before and dog at turn.
Also,
Just to make it up.
if you're counting on hot dogs for protein, please don't.
Hot dogs are a great source of protein. You just don't know what meat you're getting.
Now, well,
Which source it's
we didn't say
coming
fat also.
That's
It's just
fine,
pure
that's
protein.
fair,
It's
that's
got good
fair,
protein.
That's fair.
Exactly.
High in fat and
All right, everybody.
It's time.